Hi everyone and welcome to another video from DisplayRepair.com. Do you have problems with the turn signals on your car? In this video we'll show you some of the most common reasons for this problem that may perhaps help you solve it. Most of these reasons also apply to some extent to modern LED systems, so this might be useful even for them. So stay tuned. DisplayRepair.com. Be sure to visit us at our website DisplayRepair.com, where you can find more useful car and driving tips. The first reason on this list is a bad light bulb. If only one turn signal doesn't work and the rest do, then check the light bulb first. Also, if you hear that the clicking sound from the turn signals on one side works normally, but when you turn on the other side, it blinks and ticks much faster, check the bulb first. Take out the bulb and take a look if the filament is okay and if it is not burnt out. With LED bulbs, in most cases, they either work or not. If you find that the bulb is okay, then best check if there is an electrical input to the bulb, both plus and minus input. The easiest way to do this is by checking the contact in the bulb socket. This is also a starting point for resolving the whole problem. If the bulb is burnt out, the problem is solved. But if there is no electric input to the socket, then start searching from there. For diagnosing the problem, you can use a multimeter or even easier, a simple electrical tester. If you want to see how to use an electrical tester, click on the link in the corner of this video or on the link in the description. If the turn signals do not work at all, then check the fuses first. Every car has a specific fuse for the turn signals. You can find the right one using the user manual for your car or the little maps found on the fuse box lids. You can check the fuse visually and see if the filament inside is burnt out or not, or you can use a tester or multimeter. An often cause of a turn signal problems are bad, filthy, or damaged contacts. The most common place for problems are the contacts on the bulb socket, but also various connectors on the installation. Check this reason out if there is no electric input to the bulb socket, if the fuse is okay, and especially if just one turn signal doesn't work but the rest do. Telltale signs of this problem are rusty, filthy contacts or ones that have black charcoal-like marks on them. The main hotspots for this problem are bulb sockets, contacts on the bulb itself, connector pins, and else. Also, make sure that all the connections are nice and tight. Especially pay attention to connections that may be in damp or moist places. If the contacts are okay, broken wires might be a problem. It is a more rare reason, but nevertheless worth a check if everything else is okay, but there is still no input to the socket. Especially pay attention to this if there were some recent repairs in that part of the car, or there might have been some physical damage. Also, check places where the wires bend, like where they get out of the connector for instance, or where the wires go through a tight spot. Older cars are especially prone to this problem as the wires get brittle over time. One more rare reason that the turn signals don't work is a bad turn signal relay. Some common signs of this problem are the turn signals work erratically instead of working at a normal pace. The dashboard warning light is on all the time. You may hear a buzzing sound instead of the usual clicking sound. The relay looks like a small black box and is usually located near the fuses or in the same fuse box. But to find it, you should search the user manual to see where it is. Replacing it is pretty simple. Just pull out the old relay and plug in the new one. Also know this. In lots of modern cars, the relay may be integrated into the hazard light switch or is even non-existent as the turn signals are controlled by the car's ECU. Before taking a look at the relay, best check your user manual or perhaps Google it for your car specifically to see where the turn signal relay is exactly located, or do you even have one. For the last reason on our list, and that is a bad stalk switch. That is the switch behind the steering wheel. If you hear crunching when you press or lift the lever of the switch, if the lever is tough to engage, if the lever won't stay in place, if it won't disengage when the steering wheel turns, and the turn signal doesn't work at the same time when all of this happens, then consider the stalk switch as a reason. These switches are very durable on most cars, and they cause problems only if there was some physical damage, like some kind of severe impact to them, or it may happen due to material fatigue, which is the case mostly on older high mileage cars. When the switch is faulty, you probably won't be able to switch on the turn signals at all, you won't be able to switch them on one side or else. One more telltale sign of this problem is that you may not be able to use the high beam lights or turn on the wipers, for instance, since on most cars the stalk switches and their functions are combined into one piece. For the end, a summary. If only one turn signal doesn't work, start solving the problem from the bulb. If the bulb is okay, check the electrical input to the bulb socket. If there is no input to just that socket, but the rest of the turn signals are okay, check for bad or filthy contacts, broken wires, or bad connectors. If the turn signals do not work at all, check the fuses first. If only one side of the turn signals work, if you hear a buzzing sound, if the dashboard light is on all the time and else, check the relay. If the stalk switch is hard to push or raise, if it crunches when pushing, it won't stay in place, consider the stalk switches as a problem. One more thing that's important. Know that on modern cars, with their complex electric and electronic systems, the turn signals may be intertwined with other systems and problems may be caused by some other problem that we haven't stated here. For the end, as soon as you notice a turn signal problem, solve it as soon as possible, as it is a huge matter of safety, both for you and other participants in traffic. So that's it for this time. We hope the video helps. Please like and subscribe. It's a huge help for what we're doing. Thanks for watching and thanks for your time.